Welcome to Chapter 14, Local Reviews Management. Now in this chapter, we are going to talk about how to manage and leave reviews on the top business directories on the internet. Although we are going to provide some fake reviews, I want to emphasize the point of never leaving fake reviews on Yelp or Google. Remember that. You only get one shot with these power players, so just don't blow it. Now with sites like Merchant Circle, Insider Pages, and CitySearch.com, you can set up fake profiles and leave reviews on a timely schedule. What's going to happen is Google is going to pull data of reviews of your company from all over the internet. And these fake reviews you leave will have a good impact on the trust of your digital asset with Google. You are basically manipulating the reviews of your website, but in a very low profile way. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first we want to make sure that you're getting reviews on other websites on the internet besides Yelp and Google. Now, what's cool is we can manipulate these sites pretty well because they're not monitored as well as Yelp and Google. If you're going to be faking the reviews, make sure you're leaving them on websites that aren't being monitored. Some examples are merchantcircle.com, easylocal.com. All these websites aren't monitored, so you can go and blast about 1 to 2 reviews per week per website and you'll get good results. Because when Google is searching the internet for reviews, it's pulling its data from all these websites onto your own company page and showing the users other reviews on other websites from all over the internet. So just remember that. And also, just say no to Yelp and Google, period, or in this case, exclamation point. You don't want to try and outsmart them. They are such authoritative websites that you don't want to be on their bad side. Now, to get around this, I have come up with a couple strategies which I'll be sharing with you. But you really just want to kind of form a network of friends within your circle and just slowly ask them to review your properties and build reviews that way. Just try and be as safe as possible when you're dealing with Yelp and Google. So here's some of the top accounts to get fake reviews from other than Yelp and Google. Facebook, Easy Local, Insider Pages, Merchant Circle, and CitySearch. These are all huge websites for local directories, and they allow you to create a profile on each one of them and start leaving reviews just like Yelp. But they're not as monitored, and you won't get in trouble under their rules and get your profile banned for leaving a lot of reviews. But just don't spam the reviews, spread them out, and you'll be okay. So the Facebook page is actually the ultimate link now. It's starting to compete with Yelp as far as ranking factors in Google. Facebook pages are ranking so much easier now because you're allowed to leave reviews on them, and the reviews give that extra juice for the ranking. Now, when you look up a Facebook page on Google, you're going to start to see star results and the number of reviews left. Now, you can easily manipulate these reviews. I mean, how many friends do you have on Facebook? Why not just go and hit a couple of them up per week and have them write a review on your page? And what's cool is that it's so easy to manipulate, and Facebook isn't really cracking down as much as Yelp and Google. Use your Facebook page as a really powerful source to get reviews, and you're going to do great. Okay, so we're going to manage all our reviews with that reviews template that I showed you in a previous chapter. Now what this template does is it stores all the logins and passwords for each account that you set up, so you don't get confused. It's also going to store the IP addresses that you want to use. Now this is more of an advanced topic, but I'll explain a little bit about it at the end of this video. And lastly, it's going to store which profiles you have left reviews on and under which name. I mean, think about it. You don't want to have 2 of the same names leaving a review on the same website. That's going to be a little bit awkward. So they're going to see John Doe has left 2 to 3 reviews for this one plumbing company. I mean, that's just going to trigger a flag to me. So try and stay away from that and use the review template to keep organized. Now you're going to want to make a set schedule for 1 review from 1 account per week. Try and stick to that. Don't spam these reviews by throwing 10 reviews up right away because you could get red flagged. So make an SEO calendar and put this in there. And lastly, don't overthink the reviews. Just go do them. Make them as natural as possible. Don't put all these keywords in them, overstuff them, throw the city in there all over the place. Just keep them simple. The point of the reviews on these second tier review websites is just the number. It's not the quality of them. You want the most quality reviews on your Yelps and your Googles. So remember that. Just write plumber. Don't always put like, I had the best experience with plumber in this city, come to my house. Keep it simple. Just write them. Make them 1 to 2 sentences, and just don't overdo it. Now, with a little breakdown of what Google reviews actually are, they're the most important ranking factor for the Google local maps. So it's very important that you don't spam these and that you do these correctly. So here's a suggestion. Find one friend a week that has a Gmail account and just ask them to leave a review on your company page. Spread it out, make it as natural as possible, and you really don't need too many of these. Maybe in the 10 to 15 range, and you should be fine, because your competitors are highly likely to have probably 1 or 2 of these anyways. And with Google reviews, they are less monitored than Yelp, but they're still monitored. So remember that. So be cautious, but be even more cautious with Yelp. Now with the Yelp reviews, everything that I've talked about in this chapter, it's a big no-no for Yelp. Stay away from it, okay? Yelp is kind of like the mafia boss of all reviews. They're going to monitor, they're going to they're going to do anything they can to get those reviews flagged. So you really want to get Yelp reviews as naturally as possible. Now, if you have to, find a good friend that Yelps and, suggest to him, hey, can you leave a review? And maybe just, offer him a couple dollars or something. It's really not that big of a deal if he leaves a review. It's not like he's going to get in trouble or anything. It's just, you don't want to go find random people that have IP addresses all over the country, leaving a review on your Yelp page that has an IP address in a specific area. It's just going to be a red flag, because Yelp actually works really well with IP addresses. So you really want to get people who are going to leave reviews on your page with an IP address that is very local to that company address. So what I usually do is I get friends to check in, which is a feature Yelp has added, and have them check in onto my company page and then leave a review. Remember that the closer you are to that business address, the better chance you're going to have at that review sticking. And lastly, just remember, Yelp is the mafia boss, so don't piss them off, because unfortunately with small businesses, everyone goes to Yelp to read reviews. And Yelp can control anything that happens on their pages, so remember that. And lastly, for this chapter, I want to share with you a ninja secret co-op strategy that I have come up with for leaving Yelp reviews. Now, I've used this for one of my local SEO clients, and it goes like this. What you want to do is round up all the employees of the business and bring them together in a meeting and sit with them one-on-one and have them set up a Yelp account in front of you, fill out the profile completely, add a couple friends, make it look as legit as possible, and then have them for 1 month go around to some businesses in the local areas and leave some reviews. Maybe leave about 5 to 7 different reviews ranging from 3-star to 5-star. You don't want them all to be 5-star because that kind of looks suspicious. So have them leave some good reviews and some okay reviews. I mean, it's kind of messed up to leave bad reviews, so I don't recommend that, but just go out there and have them leave reviews. And now after these profiles have aged for a month or 2, this is where you're going to come into your website and just bomb them with a mega good review for your business. And it's going to be legit because these profiles are aged and don't just have one review on them or one friend. Yelp is going to look at them as real users, and they're going to make that review that they leave on your page probably stick. So this is a great strategy, and it's working really well with a couple local SEO clients that I have, particularly restaurant clients. Think about this strategy, and the whole point of this chapter is just you really got to get creative, because you can't magically make reviews appear. So the question is, how do you get as many reviews as possible without being spammy? So I've given you multiple ideas. So take these, branch out on them, and just get reviews on websites. Set up a structure and just get it done. That's it for this chapter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next.